Welcome to Bat Therapy, mental health through the lens of comics and film. Be a fly on the wall or a bat in the cave, listening in on a friendship built out of a love for talking Batman, comics, and the everyday struggle to achieve mental health and happiness.
We're your hosts, clinical psychologist Dr. Emilia Brown and educator and comic aficionado Keaton Hopkins. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and social media and find our Patreon at patreon.com/battherapy.
This podcast is about providing education and understanding and is not a replacement for mental health treatment or support. If you're needing help, go to bat-therapy.com for resources.
When it comes to the Avengers, if they had to have a therapist on staff with the team, I feel like for some reason in my head, it would be Vision. Like, I feel like for some reason he would be a good therapist. And I was going to ask you if you agree, like looking at that, or do you feel like he also has issues? Like, where does he fall? Because he's
he
a
has
robot,
issues, but so do
but
therapists.
he's not like.
Yeah. So in terms of maybe he has issues, so he shouldn't be a therapist. I mean, we're humans, right? So therapists have stuff going on too. So that doesn't take him out of the game. He would kind of be like having a therapist who just moved from a different country, or potentially a therapist who like has autism, or things that don't necessarily negate someone being a therapist. But like, for example, what I'm thinking of specifically, and he learns quickly. So maybe you're talking about Vision later on. He's very perceptive. He sees large patterns. He has a wonderful way of talking to people and communicating with people. So I agree with you. He could be a great therapist. He would be quirky though, especially if it's earlier on. So remember when he just he comes into Wanda's room through the wall?
Yeah. Yes.
And she tells him, Vision, we talked about this. And he said, oh, but the door was open. So I assumed that I could just come in through the wall because the door was open. So it's, it's free to enter. So there's a lot of things he doesn't understand about being human or about being, like everyone else.
Norms.
Right, exactly. And that's why I was thinking like cultural differences, going into a different culture, or like with autism where like you don't necessarily connect the dots in certain ways. But yeah, I think he'd be quirky in some respects, but that's not a bad thing. And sometimes that's actually helpful because you can look at things from different perspectives, or sometimes it's nice to have someone that doesn't look at things the way that everyone else around you does. It helps you back away and see things through a different light. Or, sometimes someone's quirky and it's kind of nice. Sometimes having a little laugh or something being a little off kilter is nice in therapy. You don't want it all to be serious and, crying and anger and, don't want only those emotions. You want all of them.
Thanks for nerding out with us. I'm clinical psychologist Dr. Emilia Brown.
And I'm educator and comic aficionado Keaton Hopkins. Check out my TV and movie reviews on YouTube at Team JBS. Check out our website at bat-therapy.com, our Bat Therapy YouTube channel, and follow us on social media. And don't forget our Patreon page at patreon.com/battherapy. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.